Welcome back. We're in for more Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. Good to be back. Thought we'd do a little bonus stream today before the actual stream. Later at 9 o'clock we will be playing Final Fantasy IX, but I figured we'd continue with a little more of this, so let's go. Let's get it on. I don't think I could eat another bite. After how much we ate yesterday, I'm surprised we're still able to pack away this much food. Well, you're all growing boys and girls, so eat up. Riding takes a lot of energy, so I'd say eating like this is normal after a day out in the plains. Would anybody like more? I should probably refrain. If there's any chicken left, we can wrap it in bamboo and take it with us. Who knows? We might need something to gnaw on while we're out there today. Okay. Let me help you. Well, I'll pour over the leftover tea into some containers for you, too. Aw, thanks. You're really kind, too. You're our guest. What kind of host would we be if we didn't treat you as such? Anyway, here's the grand list of the tasks you'll be tending to today. All right, more task. Just one? Okay. And it's not even required, so, huh? I'm confused. Alright, anyways. And he's the client, Lacan. A large unknown monster has been seen around the north part of the highlands. It must be exterminated at all costs. Details unknown. Okay. That's it? I figured it couldn't hurt to give you fewer than yesterday. Feel free to take advantage of that extra time to do whatever strikes your fancy. Maybe go off the beaten path a bit. Understood. Thank you again for everything. Do you want to spend some more time with your grandfather today, Elisa? It sounds like you weren't able to spend much time with him yesterday. Gwen stayed in the Elder's home yesterday, right? I imagine he ought to be up and about soon. We'd have no objections to completing this morning's task without you if you wish to spend more time with him. I do. But Lacan, are you there? Elder, yes, I'm here. Good morning. Grandfather. Norton? Morning, everyone. Sorry to intrude. Judging by the looks of your faces, it seems not all is well. I'm afraid you're right. We received word from Cindergate just a short while ago. It seems the Imperial Army's watchtower has been attacked. What? Sounds like it all happened in the middle of the night. And that's not the last of it either. Apparently, the Republican Army's base has been attacked too. This isn't going to be pretty. We saw what happened. We can be witnesses. We can say, hey, neither side was responsible. It's some third party attacked both bases. We saw it all happen. Ooh, this is getting serious. This is getting serious. I mean, can't both sides see that both bases were attacked by some unknown force? I think it'd be pretty apparent, right? Airborne Armor Division being sent out first as always, I see. I suppose it's only a matter of time before they give the order to the armored regiments too. Lieutenant General, we've confirmed the deaths of 2 of the guards. A further 3 have sustained serious injury, but we've been able to stabilize their condition. I see. Have the medics see to them the second they arrive. Yes, sir. Contact Cinder Gate. Prepare the 3rd Armored Division for deployment. I want all armored vehicles ready to move before I return. This is Schnigerius. Hey, you sure you don't need us to help? I appreciate your willingness, but we'll be fine. Or, I appreciate your willingness, but we'll be fine. We're used to the procedures for moving the settlement in case of any emergency. The same goes for you, Gaius. I assume you'll be heading to Cinder Gate to learn more about the current situation from Lieutenant General Zix. Not as a citizen of Nord, but as a student of Thor's military academy. I will. Will you be staying here, Grandfather? I will. I can use the truck after all. And since I was here anyway, I might as well do what I can to get the settlement ready to move. All right, please take care of yourself. I'm sorry, Elder Lacan. I feel terrible that I can't help you with what you need most. You have your own job to do. There's no need to worry about us. May the blessings of the winds and the goddess be with you all. Take care. We will. We must make for Cinder Gate at once. Indeed, we need to find out as much as we can about what happened. I can't go to the north, huh? Okay, yeah. Excuse me, Lacan. We'd like to ask some questions about the monster you want us to exterminate. Sure, ask away. While it's not one of your required tasks, it can't hurt to know more about it just in case. In that case, we would like to know about the monster itself. Based on the request, it's a type of monster no one's ever seen before. Yes, I can confirm that as much as of this morning, in fact. Just its figure alone is a mystery. What I saw there was no ordinary monster, but a giant made of stone. A giant made of stone? That sounds remarkably similar to the golems from old fairy tales. We have legends of such creatures as well. And now you mentioned it, that monster was strikingly similar to those described in those stories. That's just bizarre. I've got a bad feeling about this. Me too. Either way, we should probably get rid of it quickly before anything happens. That's exactly why I decided to assign the task to you. Or to assign you this task. If you're going after it, head over to the southwestern area of the Highlands or northern region. However, keep in mind that there's no need to force yourselves. Should it prove to be dangerous than anticipated. Got it. Thanks for the information, Dad. Either way, we should go and get a look at it for ourselves at least. We can decide what to do after that. Be careful out there. May the blessings of the wind and the goddess be with you. Alright. Yeah, I thought we couldn't go. Did it not say that we weren't able to go to the north? Let me take a look at the note. It'll probably tell us. So can we go there? Yeah, everybody's rested up, but CP is not fully restored. We can't go to the... We have to get to Cinder's Gate first, and then maybe later we can take it out, I guess. Alright. To Cinder's Gate. Ooh, I should probably gone to the... Should have probably gone shopping first, but that's okay. Oh, I'm really sorry to put you guys up to this. You already helped me out more than enough yesterday. No problem, don't sweat it. This must be the kind of breaking news every press cameraman dreams of being on the scene for.
Still, it bothers me. How is it possible that both the Imperial and Republican bases were attacked at the same time? Do you think the one that attacked first and the other swiftly retaliated?
No time to think about that right now. We need to hurry. We need to get to Zender Gate as fast as we can. Right. Whoa, don't ride too roughly. Alrighty then. We're gonna ride as rough as we can to get there, sir. Forget exactly where Zender Gate is. Oh, yeah, it's okay. So it's the one clear on the other side, of course. Okay.
Yeah.
And away we go. You know what? I like Gaius's horse better. The Black Stallion. Look at that. Look at that steed. Beautiful horse. I don't know. I almost feel like we should grind a little bit. We are heading the right way, right? Yes. That seems to be it right in front of us. Look at this mutant
That's one of the
chocobo.
Imperial Army's airships.
This situation is looking worse by the minute. We need to hurry.
Those are armored cars from the Imperial Army.
Yeah, of course.
This isn't looking good.
They would be getting ready, to defend themselves. One of their bases has been attacked. What did y'all expect them to do? Looks like the Imperial Army's 3rd Armored Division. And it appears they're preparing for deployment. Thanks, everyone. Let me go see if I can get permission to start taking photographs.
I wonder where Lieutenant General Zex could be. We need to find him so we can tell us what's going on here.
I suspected you might show up. I'm guessing that's him? Yes. Lieutenant General! Did you have some business to attend to elsewhere, sir? I thought I'd conduct another sweep of the area as precaution. But never mind that now. You came at the perfect time. A freight train bound for Roar departs 30 minutes from now. I want you all on board that train. Finish up your field study as quickly as possible as you can and return to the academy. What?
But sir...
While things ultimately depend on the actions of the Republican Army, the bottom line is that we may be mere hours away from an armed conflict with the Calvert Republic. I've already informed everyone in the settlement. Did they not relay this message to you? Be that as it may, we can't just turn tail and pretend none of this is happening. Lieutenant General, have you established which side attacked first?
Gaius, that's the central question here.
It's still under investigation. You have my assurance that the Imperial Army did not attack. We did not make the first move, nor have we retaliated. However, our army's watchtower was destroyed and several guards lost their lives. As the officer in charge of Zender Gate, I have duty to act.
So there really were fatalities.
Let's presume, for the sake of argument, that the damage sustained by the Republican Army's base was in fact deliberate sabotage by their own forces. How bad was the damage? Several of their facilities suffered major structural damage. Their losses appear to be at minimum equal to ours. Honestly, I'd estimate them to be far greater.
But if they suffered even more damage than we did...
That doesn't make any sense. I'm afraid we've long since passed the point where leisurely discussing our possibilities was an option. I will do all I can to avoid full-scale war, but we're prepared for the possibility of armed conflict. And I suspect they are as well.
But that just seems so wrong.
Is that your opinion, Lieutenant General? Will you at least allow me the chance to investigate what happened on my own?
Gaius, investigate on our own.
As I am sure you are aware, I know the Highlands like the back of my hand. And when someone attempts to threaten the peace of my homeland, I won't rest until I've unearthed the truth behind what's happening. You're serious? We'll do everything we can to help you.
I think this falls within the scope of our field study, too.
No, wait. This is the people of Nord's problem. There's no reason for you all to stay here and risk getting caught in the crossfire.
A classmate and a friend is staying behind. Isn't that reason enough?
I am the son of the House of Albrea. I would never disgrace the honor of my family by fleeing in the face of danger.
Besides, it seems like your people have done a lot for my grandfather.
Gaius, do you remember what you said to us back in Heimlandar Station? The most important thing is that we'll all come back safe and sound. Everything else is secondary. Heh. It appears you've lost this one, Gaius. Lieutenant General, It's currently 10:05. I will permit you until 12:30 to conduct your investigation. I will do everything in my power to postpone any potential conflict until at least then. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Then we haven't a moment to waste.
We should begin by visiting the watchtower that was attacked.
That sounds like a good place to start.
Thank you. Really, I appreciate it more than you know.
It's no big deal, honestly. I agree with Elise. We're classmates after all, and more than that, we're friends.
Well, this is clearly of great importance to you. I know you want to protect your people, but that's not the only reason we're doing this, is it? You got me. It ties back into what I accepted, to why I accepted the Lieutenant General's recommendation and entered the Academy, too. I'm sure each of you feels the same about your homes, but I love this land with all my heart. The wind racing across the highlands, the vast mountain peaks, the clear blues of the sky, the breathtaking beauty of the rising sun, and the melancholy of the sunset, the twinkling of the stars, and geez Louise, I love everything about this land of Nord. It's part of who I am. Wow, I guess it hadn't sunk in how much of Nord means to you.
I'm certainly attached to Roar, but I can't think of anyone else who would state their love for their homeland so poetically.
If you love it so much, why did you leave it behind? If you truly love Nord, if Nord is such a part of you, what is it that drove you to enroll in a military academy in a foreign land so far away? Hey, I'm not surprised you'd find it strange. To be honest, I'm still not totally sure what compelled me to do it. But back when I was a kid, the Republican Army built a base in the Eastern Plains, and the Imperial Army responded in kind with their watchtower. It's made me more uneasy with every passing year. Years ago, a traveling priest from the Septian Church taught me all about the history of the continent. One thing that stood out to me was just how many lives had been lost during the conflicts between the major powers. Another major theme was just how profound of an impact the Orbital Revolution had on people's lives. Even the concept of time and distance has changed so much. In effect, the Orbital Revolution shrunk the world. It made me realize a sad truth, one that kind of scares me even now, that there was no guarantee my homeland could stay at peace forever. That one day it might be drawn into outsiders' conflicts and be occupied and redistricted into oblivion. I can't believe you were thinking about such weighty things even as a kid.
So then, you joined the academy in order to learn about the outside world that posed a threat to your homeland.
Yeah, something along those lines. When I realized how afraid I was, I knew I couldn't close my eyes. I wanted to do something, anything to protect this land. As luck would have it, I met the Lieutenant General. He's the one who told me about Thor's military academy. One thing led to another. He offered me a recommendation, and before I knew it, I took him up on his offer. So there I was, green as the grass, heading off to study abroad despite having no clue what life in the Empire was like. Thinking back on how it all came together, what you said is probably what I was thinking back then. Honestly, I've yet to hear a student offer a more galvanizing reason than yours for enrolling at the academy. I have to agree. I don't know too many people who love their homeland so much that they leave it far behind to find a way to protect it.
It's not a statement I can imagine many Arioponians feel, that's for sure. But I think I finally understand. Elisa? Oh, just an idle thought. But having heard Gaius pour out his heart to us, there's no way we can just walk away from this. Not after the people of Norn gave us such a warm welcome and treated us like family. Indeed, I couldn't have asked for more.
Agreed. We'll get to the bottom of what's going on here and stop war from breaking out. Nord may not be our home, but it's still an important neighbor. I'll do what I can to aid you. Thanks, all of you. Really, thank you. Right on. Alright, I guess it's time to investigate. You can see shell damage everywhere. It's even worse than I feared.
They've confirmed casualties too. I didn't think I'd ever have to see anything like this.
As students at a military academy, these things like this are always within the realm of possibility. Although I hardly expected my first sight of such devastation to be the spark that ignites war with Calvard.
This may be too much for students like us to handle.
Oh, come on now, Emma. No, we've all been in situations that looked impossible before, haven't we? And every time we've come through. We just have to stay calm and think. I'm sure we can do something here too. You're right.
True, we should focus on doing what we can.
Whatever we decide to do, we need to get a better grasp of the situation. Yeah, let's find who's in charge and get their permission to start the investigation. I see. If Lieutenant General Zax has given you his permission, I see no reason to refuse.
Thank you.
However, I want to make it clear that armed conflict with Calvard could begin at any moment. We've got our hands full staying on guard for any potential threat from the east. I'll permit you to speak with the soldiers here, but don't get in the way of them doing their duties. Understood. Okay, let's get started. We should start by speaking with the soldiers and assessing the damage.
That seems wise. When we've gathered all the information we need, we can start piecing it together. Right, let's go.
This is awful.
It really is. It looks like they got hit hard. And to think there were casualties.
You know the Imperial Army isn't going to sit and twiddle their thumbs after suffering an attack like this. They have their image to uphold after all. Hey, looks like most of the damage is concentrated on the south side of the building. You think whoever carried out the attack could have done it from the Highlands?
It seems very likely. But we're on the plains. Could they launch an attack
like that from that? Well, the Highlands are incredibly vast. We need some kind of clue to even know where to start looking. Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to find something here that'll point us in the right direction. How's the situation with the Republican Army? Looks like they're really hustling over there. We've confirmed a number of armored vehicles entering and exiting the area.
We've heard their base got hit pretty badly too.
And even from over here, it sure looks that way. The Lieutenant General said that the Republican base got hit at least as hard as the Watchtower, if not harder. But we believe they were responsible for that as well. They needed an excuse to attack us, and that sure as hell looks like one.
Do you really think it's true? That much damage seems awfully excessive.
They probably just got overzealous with the explosives. Doesn't make much difference either way. If they're brazen enough to attack us, we'll blow them back across the border. The soldiers here all seem to have their doubts, but without any hard evidence, we're not going to be able to convince them of anything. We should reconsider the possibility that this was a deliberate act of sabotage by Calvard forces.
Roan, why did you have to go and die on me?
Sats?
He seems pretty down. Can't say I don't understand how he feels though. It was right when the shift changed. Roan came out to relieve me, and I was chattering away with him like always. That's when the first shell hit us. Must have been around 3 in the morning.
So it started around 3 then?
Right in the middle of the night.
I was on lookout. I should have noticed something was off, but that explosion completely took me by surprise. I was so sure nothing would ever happen out here that when something actually did, I was totally useless. If I just paid a bit more attention, if I'd been a better soldier, Roan might still be with us now. It's not your fault. None of us could have predicted that something like this would happen. You can hardly blame yourself for a lack of vigilance after being stationed in a peaceful area like this for so long.
They attacked in the dead of night, knowing your guard would be down. I wonder if it really was the Republican Army's doing after all.
We need more information before we can say for sure.
No, I don't think it was them. There was something else before we came under attack. We heard an explosion coming from the Republican Army's base. When we looked, we saw smoke pouring from it.
What? We knew both bases were attacked, but did both attacks really happen around the same time? If that's so, it's unlikely that either army was responsible. Who is responsible then?
We should keep this in mind as we piece together everything.
All right.
Is this?
What's up, Elisa? Is there something unusual about this scrap of metal?
I knew it. This is a mortar shell manufactured by the Reinford Company.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I've seen them before on the assembly line. There are only a couple models capable of firing this kind of shell. That would suggest that the mortar used to fire it was also made by the Reinford Company. But if we assume that's true, it seems much less likely that the Republic was responsible.
True, why would the Republican Army use a weapon made in the Empire?
And it doesn't make much sense to me.
Even if we account for deception, it seems unlikely that Calvard would go this far to conceal their involvement. Though considering the stakes, we can't entirely rule out the possibility. Still, this might prove to be an important clue to solving the mystery. I think that's all the info we can gather here.
I think so too. Now, we need to analyze what we've learned. First, we should establish a good picture of what was happening when the attack occurred. That seems like the best place to start. So first of all, what time did the actual attack on the Watchtower happen?
It was 3 a.m.
Yes, that's what the guard told us. But that wasn't all that's going on then.
That's right, the Republican Army's base also came under attack, and according to the Lieutenant General, they suffered even greater damage than what happened here.
I think we can safely discount the possibility that the Republican Army bombed their own forces then. But there's no evidence that the Imperial Army launched an attack either. All we know is that both attacks happened and both sides took heavy damage. However, as Elisa said, we have no evidence to suggest that either side was responsible.
If we accept that as fact, the most likely scenario is that the responsibility lies with another party entirely.
So you think?
a third party is working behind the scenes to provoke both countries into starting a war? It sure seems that way. Tensions between the Empire and the Republic are always high. But compared to other areas of similar political value, the Nord Highlands have always been peaceful. I can conceive of no reason that either country would have decided to break that peace last night.
I agree. If anything, it seems that the negatives would outweigh the positives for both parties. If this were Crossbelt, it might be a different story, but here? Now that you mention it, we found something else odd about the attack on the watchtower, didn't we? Something that seems to point to a third party's involvement.
Something else odd about the attack on the watchtower. I'll bet she's referring to this.
Not quite. I'm talking about the weapon that was used in the attack.
Oh, sorry for interrupting. Anyway, it seems pretty... I thought the area that was damaged is pretty suspect too. It didn't come from the Republican base. It came from a different direction. But okay. Yeah, they're all suspicious. Everything points to a third party. I think it's Rei Ayanami girl on her flying machine had something to do with this. Don't you? Anyways.
Anyway, it seems pretty likely that whoever launched this attack was using rifled orbital mortars, and I, for one, find it pretty unlikely that the Republican Army is packing Erebonian-made weapons.
Indeed, they have little reason to be, considering the Republic has its own major orbital technology manufacturer, the Verne Company, as I recall.
Yeah, the Verne Company is responsible for manufacturing most of the arms used by the Republican Army. Then there's the fact that the mortar here is old. The Imperial Army hasn't used this model for years. I've heard that the military surplus sometimes makes its way back to the black market and ends up in the hands of mercenaries. Knowing that, it seems unlikely that either army chose to use it to cover their tracks.
Quite. However, there is far more pressing question we need to answer.
What do you mean?
I know where you're going. We need to know where the attack was launched from in the first place.
That was going to be difficult to work out.
But without that vital detail, all of our speculation thus far is for naught. If we intend to avert a war, we need more than speculation. We need conclusive evidence.
Agreed.
But the Highlands are far too vast to strike out searching blindly, especially with the Lieutenant General's deadline rapidly approaching.
Actually, we may not have to start our search blind. If Elise and Gaius will lend me a hand, I may be able to help.
Huh? What do you have in mind?
If I can factor the location of damage, together with the speed and trajectory of the mortar shells, and then take into account the Highlands winds, I may be able to estimate the area from which the mortar was fired, or potentially anyway.
Are you serious? It sounds easier said than done.
I'll do what I can. Are you familiar with the specifics of the shell that was used? I think so. It's an old model, but I should be able to give you some rough data. That should be plenty. Anyways, let's have another look at those damaged areas to start calculations. Please come with me, everyone.
Right.
All right, I think I've calculated a rough location. I believe the mortar was fired from a location to the south of here. Using the map as a reference point, that means it was likely launched from somewhere in this area. And according to my calculation, the launch site shouldn't be too far from here.
Wow, I can't believe you managed to work that out. That's well beyond the level of mathematics we cover in class. I'll enjoy watching Regnance really sweat in trying to best you on our next midterm.
Just a little applied physics. I couldn't have done it without Elisa and Gaius' help. It looks like we've got a nice big piece of the puzzle right in our hands.
Sure seems like it. Let's take off and start looking.
Right.
Right on, let's set out on horseback and continue the search. Alright, let's start looking from where the mortar was actually fired from. If what Emma calculated is correct, it should have been fired from the point south of the watchtower, and most likely from a point that's easy to overlook so that it's not found out.
Let's see if we can find anywhere that fits that description. We'll likely need to rely on the map to help us. I wonder if the culprit could still be there.
Regardless, we should see what we can find. So which... Oh. It says south of the watch... Wait a second. So south would be to the left here. Let's keep our eyes out for anything unusual. Never know where we could find something. Some clues, yeah, something like that, like over here, like where that red exclamation point is. Hey, over there.
You found something?
Yeah, a ladder. Pretty conspicuous, don't you think?
What's a rope doing all the way up there?
I see a rope ladder. I can hardly believe its presence here is to be a mere chance. Do the people of Nord use this area for anything? Not that I've ever known of.
This just got that much more suspicious then. Perhaps the mortar was fired from somewhere up here.
It definitely seems worth a look. I'm just not sure how we're going to get up there. We can't reach that rope ladder from down here. I see no way to climb up the face of the cliff either. If you have any suggestions, now would be a fine time.
I believe I have an idea. What if we were to make use of Elisa's orbital bow? My bow? How? Well, if you were able to hit the cord that was tying the rope ladder, perhaps it would unroll itself and allow us to climb up. I'm glad you think I'm that good of a shot, but I really don't see it working. It's just a thought.
Well, it's not like we have any better ideas. Why not give it a try? True enough, and time is one resource we don't have much of right now. Searching for some manner of tool to pull it down would cost us precious time as well.
I can't really argue with that.
All right, here goes nothing. They should give us a mini game here. Oh, Miss Magic is going to use her magic to guide the arrow. Couldn't she just use her magic to make it fall? I mean, I guess she could have, but that would have been suspicious. All right. Wait, what? It actually worked? You seem to have makings of a great hunter. It seems like this is a day for lucky shots.
Well, we'll have to start calling her Quick Draw Lisa.
Was I just imagining things, or did that arrow glow for a second?
Well, now that we can reach the ladder, why don't we have a look at the cup of the cliff?
Yeah, let's see what's up there. Now, she's obviously hiding some type of magic power that no one else knows she has. I don't know why she's hiding it, though. It's been since the beginning of the game. Every time she interacts with something, she uses some type of magic. She's a witch! Burn her! There. Exactly the smoking gun we were looking for, too.
Well, well, old orbital mortars, all Reinford's model, too. And it looks like they've been used recently. So this is where they were hiding them.
I can see why they chose this place. Who would think to look here? They must have fled the area after firing them last night, leaving the launchers where they were. But unfortunately, these alone do not furnish enough evidence to avert the war. You're right, unfortunately. If we just had a bit more evidence.
Still, this is a solid step forward for our investigation. Perhaps we should return to Zinder Gate and let the Lieutenant General know.
That sounds like a good idea. All right, let's go report. You really couldn't see those from down below? Should have been able to see those from, like, at least from far off, right? Right? Or am I just crazy? Alright, back down the ladder then, guys. Gaius, why do you climb ladders so slowly? Not that I think anyone else would be any different, but yeah, let's do it. There, isn't that? Ah, it's the blue hair girl.
It's that flying object we saw fleeing from Uruk's fort near Brehard.
There's no mistaking something that strange, and it looks like it's carrying something. It can't be a coincidence that they'd show up now, of all times. They're heading northwest, and we're going after them.
Right.
Saddle up. Saddle up.
We can't let them get away!
Right. We need to overtake them.
Yeah, on horseback? I don't think that's happening, guys.
Crap, they're fast.
Yeah, they're flying and we're on
Stop
horse.
on the side of them.
Well, we still haven't lost sight of them. That's good, at least, right? Well, we just lost sight of them, so rip.
Did they touch down near the stone circle?
There's no escape for them now.
Steady.
Great.
Yeah!
What do you mean there's no escape for them now? How do we get... Oh, they went up. They went up there. How was I supposed to know that?
Yeah!
Oh, jeez, we're running out of time. Go, horse, go. What happens if I run out of time? I definitely saw him land around here. I can sense someone up ahead. Really? Yeah, I'm betting it's the thing that we were chasing. Ah, so our quarry is finally within reach.
I think it was carrying a young girl.
Well, we'll find out what we're dealing with soon enough.
She really does look like a child. But what is that silver construct with her?
Save the speculation for later. We need to capture them before they escape.
I think that about covers everything. Now, what to do? It'd be easy enough to overpower them, but there's a good chance some of them would get away. But just killing them all seems really cruel, too.
Halt! Stay where you are!
Ooh, it's the military academy students.
She knows about us?
How?
Just who are you?
And what's that thing beside you?
So, who are you? Were you involved with the attacks on the Watchtower and the Republican Army's base?
We'd rather not accuse you of a crime you didn't commit. But can you at least tell us who you are and what you're doing here?
Aw, how did I end up being the bad guy? This is gonna make things a bit sticky. Oh, I know what I can do! Everything will go hunky-dory if you guys help me out.
What?
What are you talking about?
But first, I hope you won't mind if I give you a little test, just to be sure you're up to the challenge.
What is going on? Yeah, I'm sensing a battle about to take place.
Is that a challenge?
I think it is, Eustace Albrea.
I'm Milliam Orion. And this is Eric Etlum, but you can just call him Lammy for short. Okay, let's get started! Let's get started!
Ow.
All right.
Aren't they hit pretty hard? I'll give them that.
Here we go. All right, let's do this.
Leave me! It's my turn.
No weaknesses for her. What about the her machine? Is it just one target? Yeah, it's just one target. I can only target her.
Arcus activate.
It's my turn.
Yeah! Blow him away!
Yikes.
Come on. It's my turn. Arcus, activate. Go. Take this.
Thanks. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Gleaming blades.
Go!
I didn't give her. Yeah, I was trying to reduce this attack here. Oh, they missed everybody but
I
Emma.
can do this.
That's good, because that does a lot of damage.
My turn. All right.
Right. Arcus activate. Blow him away!
Yikes.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Ha!
My turn.
It's my turn. Arcus, activate. Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you very much. I can do this. Arcus activate.
Here we go.
Right back up.
Ow. She is kicking our butts. Guys. You gotta turn this into overdrive or we're gonna get destroyed.
Thank you very much. Now,
All right.
Nice, we knocked her out.
Here we go.
But she woke right back up. So, what the heck? Alright, what are we gonna do?
Flames, gather on my blade.
This is what we're gonna do. She kind of left women no other choice. Just not doing enough damage to her.
it's my turn. Let's go. Huh?
Thanks.
It's my turn. Arcus activate. Now. Thanks.
Leave it to me.
Maybe we can take her out with this. And if not, I still have Elisa's. We haven't seen hers yet, so we might want to use hers anyways, just to see Elisa's. Oh my, yes.
Get up.
Yikes.
Right.
Yeah, let's go ahead and use her Rosetta arrow.
This is my secret weapon. Harvey normal energy. Rosetta arrow.
Yeah, didn't do enough damage to take her out. All right. Yeah, Reen definitely needs to heal.
Go.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Lemmy, barrier. Thanks.
Go.
Barrier. Don't be using barrier.
All right, let's do this. Right.
Okay. Now. I can do this. Let's go. Ha!
Thanks.
Get up!
Yikes.
Right back up!
Wow.
Okay.
Freaking wow, man.
I can do this. Let's go. Yeah.
Nice. I think I got her. Yes.
Keep
Woo.
going.
That could have been bad. The next turn, she was taking out Gaius and Rain for sure.
A matter of course.
All right, you got a new ability, a new craft, if you will. All right, I haven't used him at all during this,
Wow.
but
You guys are pretty tough. Yep, looks like you'll be great for the job, all right.
We've had quite enough of your wild chases and your games.
You were the one who attacked both of those military facilities, weren't you?
Oh, no, that wasn't me. Ugh, what can I say to make you believe me?
Just tell us what you can. Anything you know that might help us find out who is actually responsible.
You said you wanted our help? If helping you would restore peace to the Highlands, we're ready to help out however we can. But you have to talk to us. Help us understand what's happening.
Come on, you two.
I hope you don't come to regret your naivete.
You said your name was Million, right? We really don't have much time. So could you tell us what it is you want our help with?
Well, what I want you to help me with is capturing the small armed group responsible for attacking the Watchtower and the Republican Army's base.
What did you just say?
You saw those mortars earlier, right? There's a bunch more hidden near the Republican Army's base. I'm guessing it was the same group that set them up at both locations.
Wait.
Do you have any idea who this armed group might be?
Well, I'm not 100% sure or anything, but they look like a bunch of Jaeger dropouts, so I'm guessing they're working for a pretty meaty chunk of Mira. I was on my way to go find out for sure.
Wait, then
You know where they are?
Sure do. They're up in the north of the Highlands. If you promise to help me out, I'd be happy to show you the way. So, how about it?
all right. You have our aid. I'm Reen Schwarzer, Thor's Military Academy, Class 7.
Gaius Warzel.
I'm Elisa Reinford. It's, nice to meet you. My name is Emma Milstein. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Eustace Alberea. And just so you know, you still have much to answer for regarding your intrusion into Auroch's fort.
You knew that was us, huh? It'd be super cool if we could just, put that whole thing behind us for the time being.
If we must.
Now.
Nice to meet you all, too. Anyway, what are we just hanging around here for? Let's make for the north of the Highlands.
All right. But I'd like to swing by the settlement first.
Yeah, we should use your telephone to report back to Zendergate about everything we found out so far.
Okay, let's get going then. Oh, yeah. Are you going to be riding on the back of your thing?
Well, I could, but I think I'm gonna ride on the back of your horse instead.
Wait, what?
Lammy!
Whoa! It vanished.
And the way it did so seems familiar somehow.
Come on, are we going or not? Let's go catch us some big bad wannabe Jaegers!
I do appreciate the scenes that are fully voice acted so I don't have to do it, right? It's nice. Very nice. What? She's carrying a... She's carrying a link and is able to form... Can I put her in my party? Is that what it's saying? Yep. Well, I don't even know. I don't know where to put her. I guess up here. She's a higher level than all of us too. I'm guessing that it's trying to tell me that I'm a little behind on levels. I haven't been fighting that much, so I'm sure that is the case. And if we can get to someone who can open up some slots for us in the settlement, that would also be nice. Oh yeah. I can't take anything off her or add anything to her, apparently. I'm guessing she's probably just temporarily with us. Okay. Yeah, I can switch her in if I wanted to. You know what? I think I will. Who to switch out though? I'd switch her in just because she has full CP, if nothing else. Can I equip her? No. Alright, let's try this.
If it's a fight they want.
Here I go!
It's my turn.
I would say she is linked with... Yeah, she's linked, so we're all good. But these guys actually... I subbed out Elisa, Elisa at like the wrong time because these guys are weak against Pierce, you know, her. Yeah. Can I get a... Nope.
Here we go.
Trying to get a linked attack here. There we go.
Here I go! There!
Man, she does a lot of damage.
Turn. Here!
Miss.
Leave it to me.
My turn.
Miss. Ow.
Here I go! Yeah! You didn't stand a
Trying to build up some CP. Ba 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 ba. Alright, let's get back to the settlement.
Woohoo! This is amazing!
I'm guessing, yeah, I was ready to say if I turn back to Reen, she'll be on there.
Whoa.
Whoa! Speaking of which, I almost fell off. Alright. So where are we headed? How do we get out of here? We gotta go all the way around this way. But what is that? What are those? Did we fight that before? I think we fought that before.
Whoa.
Whoa, I didn't. No, I'm not trying to go towards the edge. Just 1 second, gotta sneeze. Of course, I mute my mic and I don't have to sneeze anymore. Oh, well, it's going to take me directly to the settlement. That's nice, at least. I don't have to run all the way around this mountain and then back to the settlement. Just take me right there. I do appreciate that. Oh, it's already 12 o'clock. We only got 30 minutes. Is that? A Republican Army airship? What's it doing this deep into the Highlands? Oh man, I gotta read her text and her voice, or try to do her voice. Oh man. Not that I'm great at doing any of their voices, male or female, but man, hers.
This is what they call invasion reconnaissance or something like that, right? They're basically trespassing on Justice forces just to see what the enemy's up to and how many troops they've got. So that's their aim.
Just who are you?
It's a secret! Anyway, do you guys need to get a hold of Zindergate?
She's right. Let's move. All right.
Bro, you're all safe.
Toma, I'm so glad to see you're okay.
We saw a Republican ship flying overhead. Yeah, it's been circling up there now for a while. Is there really going to be a war?
We're doing everything we can to make sure that doesn't happen.
We need to hurry and borrow the Elder's phone.
So you have reason to believe that the armed group is hiding in the Northern Highlands? Yeah, seems like that's what's going on. We're currently on our way to investigate. I suppose all our hopes are pinned on this. Very well. I'm extending the deadline to 1500 hours. Be on your guard. Will do.
Please do whatever you can to postpone any conflict.
So, the culprits used to be members of the Jaeger Corps?
I've heard of the term mentioned before, but I know little of them.
Well, they're trouble, that's for sure. Let us handle this. We're not going to let anyone start a war here.
It appears that even if I wish to sway you, your mind is already made up.
Let me see if I can get to the phone and pick up the orbital waves from your Arcus units. Now, give me a call if anything happens.
Thank you, Grandfather.
May the winds of the goddess guide you. I'll be praying for your safety. That's right.
Let's jam!
Okay, we're counting on you to show us the way.
Where in the Northern Highlands are they hiding anyway? Oh, I think you probably know the place. You know that huge statue north of here? There's a creepy old ruin around back. That's where they're all holed up. She must be talking about...
Yeah, the ancient quarry. All right. Well, can anybody upgrade my slots and stuff? Maybe. Is that green? Is that Lacan? Yeah. We still have the monster we can take out. Yeah, honestly, to be safe, y'all should be well on your way out of here by now. I mean, I'm glad you're kind of here because I can still do some stuff, but I need to go to the trading post. You all should literally be packing up shop and heading out already. I mean, what? She's not here. Come on. You gotta be kidding me. I need to do some shopping. Is this her? Yeah. Okay, we can still shop. I ran right past her to go in thinking she'd be inside, and here she is right here. Oh, I don't have any mirror to be buying anything. There's not that much to sell either, do I? Yeah, it's not gonna get me anywhere, so never mind. Never mind. We need to go out that way. Alright, I'm going to save it real quick, run to the restroom, and then we will continue on this mission. Be right back.